Ever wondered how our body is able to move and function? The answer lies in our skeletal system. This remarkable framework, composed of bones, cartilage, ligaments, and tendons, not only provides structure and support, but also protects our vital organs and facilitates movement. The human skeleton can be divided into two main parts: the axial skeleton, which includes the skull, vertebral column, and rib cage, and the appendicular skeleton, comprising the bones of our limbs and their girdles. Let's delve deeper and explore the axial skeleton first. The axial skeleton forms the central core of our body. It's composed of the skull, which shields our brain and sensory organs, the vertebral column or spine that lends support while also safeguarding the spinal cord, and the rib cage, a protective shell for our heart, lungs, and other vital organs. Each of these components plays a pivotal role in lending structure to our bodies and protecting our most crucial organs. Now that we've covered the axial skeleton, let's move on to the appendicular skeleton. The appendicular skeleton includes the bones of our limbs and their girdles. This part of our skeletal system is all about mobility and movement. Imagine your arms swinging as you walk, or your legs propelling you forward. The shoulder girdle, crafted from the clavicle and scapula, anchors our arms to the axial skeleton. On the other end, the pelvic girdle, composed of hip bones, supports the lower limbs and shields crucial reproductive and digestive organs. Next, we'll look at the different types of bones that make up these skeletal structures. Did you know there are 5 main types of bones in our body? First, we have long bones like the femur and humerus, known for their length. Second, we find short bones, cube-shaped and found in the wrist and ankle. Third, flat bones, such as the skull bones and ribs, thin and flat, providing protection and muscle attachment points. Fourth, irregular bones like the vertebrae with complex shapes. Lastly, sesamoid bones, small and rounded, embedded in tendons like the kneecap. Understanding the types of bones leads us to the structure of a bone. Each bone in our body has a specific structure and undergoes continuous development. Let's take a closer look. Bones are made up of 2 layers. The outer layer is a dense and rigid structure called compact bone, which gives bones their strength and protection. Inside this tough exterior is a spongy, honeycomb-like layer called cancellous bone. This layer is lighter and contains bone marrow, the factory for producing new blood cells. Now, bones aren't static. They're dynamic living tissues that continuously remodel themselves. This remodeling process involves 2 types of cells: osteoblasts and osteoclasts. Osteoblasts are the builders. They create new bone tissue. On the other hand, osteoclasts are the demolishers. They break down old or damaged bone to make way for the new. This constant cycle of demolition and construction ensures our bones stay strong and healthy. So bones not only provide structure but also perform several vital functions. The skeletal system is responsible for many crucial functions in our body. It provides the framework that supports the body, giving it shape and form. It also serves as a protective shield for our vital organs, including the heart, lungs, and brain. Beyond protection and support, our skeleton facilitates movement by providing attachment points for muscles. Our bones also serve as a storage site for essential minerals like calcium and phosphorus. Lastly, the production of blood cells happens within our bones in a soft tissue called bone marrow. One of the most fascinating aspects of our bones is the presence of bone marrow. Inside many of our bones, there's a soft tissue called bone marrow. This squishy substance comes in 2 types, red and yellow. Red marrow is a factory for blood cells, churning out red cells for oxygen transport, white cells for immunity, and platelets for clotting. Yellow marrow, on the other hand, is a storage site for energy, filled with fat cells. So while our bones provide structure and support, their insides are a bustling hub of production and storage. Finally, let's understand how our bones connect to each other to facilitate movement. Joints are the points where our bones connect and allow for movement. They come in a variety of forms, each with a unique function. Hinge joints, like those found in our knees and elbows, permit movement in a single direction. Ball and socket joints, like our hip and shoulder joints, enable a wide range of motion. Pivot joints, such as the one between the radius and ulna in our forearm, allow for rotation. So that's the human skeletal system, a complex, vital structure that allows us to live and move.